Hello, everybody. Shaka shaka. How you guys doing? Hope you guys have had a great day today. What is today over here? It's Wednesday over here in Hawaii. Kind of today we've been having some bad weather, man. But this week we're looking pretty good. Might be able to put in a 40-hour week this week. But we're gonna be taking a look at some cigars. These cigars was given to me by one of the owners of the company that I'm working for right now. But um, uh, yeah. So I'm with Endo Electric right now. Um, yeah, one of the top electrical civil guys that do a lot of heavy site work. But he turned me on to some of these cigars, all Cuban. So this is the one we're going to be looking at today. It's the Cohiba. What is it? Cohiba Maduro. Yeah, here you go. Real nice looking cigars. You guys know about these Cohibas and pretty pricey buggers. Yep. So this was another one that he gave us. It's a what do you call the H. Upman Magnum 50. Something you guys can get. This is looks like about a Toro size. Yeah. This one right here is a Robusto de la Cohiba. And then he gave me these two. I forgot what he said it was because they're unbanded. But I want to say they're frescos. But I was I'm probably going to be smoking one of these guys later on this week. You know, we've been kind of tapering down on the amount of cigars that we do every week. But looking forward to doing this one. We got some time to shoot with Chris. Chris has been having a pretty busy schedule. It's been really tough. My schedule's been really tough with the changes. Not having the company anymore, and then moving to getting back on the field. You know, it's a challenge. The finances not quite the same, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Go get a part time job, somewhere else, and just do it, right? So that's what we're doing and trying to get it done, right? But we'll cut this thing up, light them up, smoke them, and always joyful to cut cigars and smoking cigars. Nothing like it. To the V cut on this bugger. Yeah, I hope you guys doing good, man. Here you go. It's windy and we've been having problems with our lighters. So see, send lighters.
A few moments later.
Okay, we got this bugger lit up. And it's major cigar. It tastes really, really good. What is it? Like nice roasted nuts and oh man, it's so flavorful. Some I've been eating a lot of cinnamon. Actually, I've been doing a lot of like turmeric and all that stuff. Just for the health. Um, and been mixing it with the what is that? Beet juice. Oh, beetroot juice. Like man, when we were growing up back then, mom and dad used to always love just eating what do you call it? That beetroot. Yeah. I don't know if it's because they love kava, or ava in someone, right? Because that's what it is. It's like real earthy, This right here has an earthy flavor, but really nice flavors. Mm. Just the first video was shooting when I lost my teeth. Actually, it was gone, but it actually ended up finally falling out. So I got to go do all that stuff, and it's expensive too. But we'll see. Yep. Otherwise, we're gonna smoke this thing. We'll go through the first third, man. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are putting some smoky up in the air. Enjoy the rest of the day, and we're gonna work on this cigar here. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Aloha. Okay, here you go, guys. Just about at the end of the first third, going into the second third. But I was thinking about this cigar. Man, the what do you call it? The wrapper is so nice. So nice brown color. I love brown, dark brown. I mean, huh? My teeth. Every time I smile, when I just trip up because I feel like I'm missing something, and then when I blow the smoke, it's like, yeah, mm. Yeah, big things going on out there, right? That war is just crazy, and the more importantly, we lost our dog. And that I never knew. We had a lot of dogs growing up, so it was never like a when we lost our dogs. We had one of our dogs. We named him Christian, and the guy was like a cat. He had so many lives. He got ran over so many times. And always came back. He'd be limping, and then all of a sudden he gets healed and just goes again, gets run over again. That was a bad dog. That's why we couldn't name any dogs Christian anymore. Awesome cigar. This burger, there's so much cocoa coffee flavors on this thing. Mm. Yeah, so brother Stan, thank you, man. Thank you for the cigar, man. He called me up to see how if I got to smoking, but I said, man, I'm not gonna do it. If I want to do it, I'm gonna do it on a video. That makes it special, right? These Cubans are not cheap, especially something like this. The Cohibas, the Robusto, they're not cheap, not easy to get. If you get them, man, you gotta enjoy them, huh? And like sometimes a lot of the cigars, for the amount of money that you spend on them, it's just amazing. Especially, with my budget now, yeah, it's a very, very tight budget right now. But to get stuff like this, man, it's a blessing. You know, I called up a couple of my friends to let them know, the supply is running low over here. Just in time, he ended up giving me these cigars. What a guy! Thanks, man. Yeah, so we going into the second third. Now the thing, picking up some floral notes, and I love the floral notes, but I hate when it's sometimes it's too strong. It smells almost like perfume. But this one is just hitting everything I like about a cigar. Like the thing is, it seems like a creeper to me. One of them. I don't know if it's a full body. I think Cohibas are full body, medium to full body, if I'm not mistaken. I think this one is a full body cigar. And I think a lot of times like the Cuban cigars they say that they might be medium. A lot of times for us it's actually stronger than that. Look at the ash. Look at the burn on this thing. Pretty nice. I like when they start stacking up like pennies. Mm. Hello everybody, shaka shaka. Here we go. We're heading into the final third. I was trying to save my band because I'm not. I, I've seen so many of the Cohiba bands already, right? But just nice to look at them for whatever reason. Anyway, Chris joining us. I told him jump in with me earlier, but I think he was getting a little shy. No.
No.
Yeah.
I was just trying to make sure we got sound because the last two videos we recorded had no sound.
Right.
So I want to make sure we get the sound going. So we wasted two videos that we did film
Right.
in a row too. But we are pushing through. It's freezing over here.
Yeah.
It's raining. Couldn't light our
dropping on us.
cigars.
Yeah.
Smoking Cubans in the rain. We
Uh-huh.
doing it for the people.
Yeah. For the love of the Aina. Mm-hmm.
For the Lahui,
Mm-hmm.
as they say.
Well, the other thing is that we got what? We in 2 weeks? We in 2 weeks now?
What's
On
that?
our what do you call fast? On our fasting, right? So we've been fasting for 2 weeks straight. Actually,
Oh, not straight.
not straight. Yeah. So we decided that we're gonna do at least 6 days because Sundays we always get together and then we always got food. So we got to make sure we eat.
We did 6 days.
Yeah, we did 6 days of fasting, and then what? Then Monday, Tuesday, and today, Wednesday, right? So it's six. Yeah, so, you know what I mean?
I didn't do Monday
Yeah.
or Tuesday.
But the other thing is that I added in all these the what do you call the beetroot juice. So just I don't know, nitric oxide, right? They said everything is nitric oxide now, nitric oxide, whatever that is. But with the stroke, you remember I had that stroke. Now I get puka teeth. I gotta get some nitric oxide for make sure my teeth can heal fast. You know, because I gotta go to the dentist Monday, right? And, and I finally experienced having pink eye. Yeah, you see all kinds of trouble that I've been going through. Yeah, but we suffer, but we still love God because we know God always got our back, right? But always good to know that we always gonna win at the end. Hmm.
Even though we feel like we're losing right now
Yeah.
because it's super wet. I don't know if you guys can tell.
Yeah, but this is the Hawaiian snow.
We're getting really wet right now.
But anyway, man, we made it through the. What you smoking now?
I'm smoking the Julius Caesar,
Yeah, Julius Caesar. I had a couple of these.
Julio
If
Cesar.
you guys had those,
Pretty good.
yeah,
It started off strong. I don't like strong cigars.
right.
I had to go get a water break.
I thought you
After
were
drinking
gonna
water,
give up.
ended up working out. It was one of those that I almost quit. Almost quit to start.
But show your cigar, bro. Show 'em how oily that bugger look.
Right there.
So
I almost quit.
terrible.
I almost quit.
Mm-hmm. You remember one cigar was super strong, and I almost quit too, but the thing ended up like being really nice.
Mhm.
But here's a Cohiba, but still looking good, tasting good too.
Yeah.
Mm. It's so it's strong, but it's so smooth. That's a good thing about it. It's nice and smooth.
The best part about the cigar isn't how it tastes, because I realize, to me, they almost all taste the same. They're just weak, mild, and medium and strong.
Yeah, to
For
you,
me,
yeah,
for me.
right,
But I just like hanging out.
yeah, just like me, man. When
That's actually the real thing. That's the best part about this.
right,
Is just hanging out.
So one of my good friends, he does a party every I think he does it every 3 months or however months. So he called me up and he said he's got one going on in August. So you go in and you grind, do all that stuff. They're gonna be grilling and all that stuff, and then they all smoke cigars. But no, a lot of times when they're there, he said, "Oh, nobody talk about the bugger." Or the burger tastes like one raspberry or all that kind of stuff, right? Everybody just sitting down smoking, talking story, right? But in this case, we're trying to find notes and try to see if we can help you guys and to see if it's something that you guys might want to try someday, some way, somehow. Because like I said, over here in Hawaii, we don't have as many things that you guys have up in the States or whatever. But here is like our nuts are mostly like macadamia nuts, right? Walnuts, you know, almond is not one of my favorite deals, but
Whatever they get in the blue cans. What is that?
yeah.
Peanuts. What is that? Peanut brand.
Yeah.
What are
The
those
peanuts,
guys' name?
yeah, the little peanuts, right? But not that many stuff, right? That we do. Um,
Ain't nobody ever over here ate an apricot. I don't know what that is.
yeah.
We don't be munching on prunes.
Mm.
Well, some people. I don't know. I think the old folks used to eat prunes.
Bro, I love
Yeah?
prunes.
Did oh,
Yeah.
okay, well, the old folks
I'm a
used to
prune
eat
kind of guy.
There you go.
I love prunes. I love raisins.
That's my okay. I don't like raisins.
Like that's my cookie. My favorite cookie is the oatmeal and raisins.
Oh,
Mm.
that's your favorite cookie?
That's my favorite cookie.
Oh, I can't do that.
Bro, oatmeal and raisins is
I don't like
the
oatmeal.
best. Mm.
I like white chocolate macadamia nut. I like that cookie.
And that's my favorite ice cream is vanilla macadamia nut.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a winner.
Simple, classic, hard to find.
Yeah, hard to find.
Hard to find.
Hard to find.
The simplest.
Before Baskin Robbins used to have it. They used to have it. And the good thing,
Remember, you used to buy it. My dad used to buy the whole
the tubs,
the whole tub.
tubs. Nobody goes, man, I can do some ice cream. But the funny thing is like once we started fasting, all the sugary stuff I cut out. It's so easy to cut out, right? Doesn't even, it never even dawned on me until I went to the store and they said, "Oh, you're not getting your Snickers," and I said, "Oh man, it sounds so good," but didn't get it. Today was a struggle. I'm watching everybody else eat lunch and I think, man, I really want to eat something right now.
Oh, you don't eat lunch?
No.
Oh wow.
So I go right through it and then until I come home, and I eat.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But you got to do it, right? You got to do what you got to do.
I understand me not eating lunch. I type at a desk. I don't know how you trench and not eat lunch.
Mm.
Oh, bro, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, man, it's been so hot out there.
Yeah. We need channel
Kill it.
sponsors. We need channel sponsors.
Mm.
This guy gotta stop working.
Yeah,
He's trenching, man.
for real. One
We
day
can't quite figure out the
it,
economy yet.
it was so funny because one day I was out there on the field, and we text. We have a what do you guys call that thing with all us guys?
A group chat,
Like yeah,
family
so
group chat.
and so I just put out there. I said, man, can somebody just win the lottery? I'm thinking. Well, that day I was just out of it. I just didn't want to do anything. And I'm done. Yeah, but we just keep pounding the pavement, do what you got to do, make things work.
If you didn't have to do the trenching, what would you do?
If I didn't,
No, what would you do if you could just do another job?
if I could do another job,
What's another job?
man, I don't know. I don't know if I would want to do any other job. You know what I mean?
No, I mean just another line of work, another work.
To generate income.
Yeah.
I wish I could actually just invest. Learn how to invest money and stuff like that to generate income. You know what I mean? And put in the least amount of hours, generate the most amount of
The unicorn.
income. And then I think that would be something like if I knew how to do that, then I would love to teach kids how to do it. You know what I mean? Because man, cost of school, right? Private school down here, it's like some of the places over $30,000, a year. That's crazy. And a lot of times they go to college, right? Go to college, and then they come out and they're working, $20 jobs, $20 an hour jobs, and she not always, you know, the best thing. I'm not a big advocate for school,
Unless
but
you
I
have a
think it's a
plan.
smart thing. Yeah.
Unless you have a plan that is returning your investment.
Right.
But
Right.
most people don't. They just go to
Right.
school
And not even knowing what they really want.
Right. or they major in something that is
Yeah.
not going to be a return on
Yeah.
investment, which is a bad exchange.
Not that school is bad or anything.
No.
I'm just so bad at it.
No, but if you're paying that much for school and most of the kids aren't making that money back,
Mm-hmm.
then that's how we end up in the situation we're in.
Mm-hmm.
My parents paid for private school. We still didn't make it back yet.
No, man, we made it back, dude.
Did we make it back?
We made it back. We made it back. This guy made it back.
No,
The biggest thing, Pastor Rocky was the one that told me to. He said, that actually is the best thing that ever could happen to you, Uncle Chris, that one of your kids become a pastor. I said, what? I might have to ask him if that's real. Yeah, but I think
it's good.
It's a big blessing.
It's a blessing.
Oh yeah.
But if you talk about fiscal responsibility, you can't do it for the money. That's how people get in trouble. They do.
Yeah.
If you're looking at it as a good job,
right?
That's a good job. Probably not.
Right.
And it was funny. That's the first thing I asked some of the young people at that want to go into ministry. You just ask them the like how would you do, because some of them are coming from like really good jobs. Okay, how would you do if you were to cut that pay in half? You're 6 years into your career, you're making good money, you're doing one of the trades. Oh, I'm going to ministry. Okay, cut that in half. Is it still something that you like? Okay, we'll do that. It's not always the best decision. You gotta be called to it,
right?
But it's not always. But if you're called to it, then you go do it, right? But if you're not, sometimes, one of the things that I know for me as a church planter, there's people that work hard and they are able to give a lot. They do support the gospel work, because we couldn't do what we're doing without the generosity of people that So it's like everybody has a role to play. Not always the godly thing is be a pastor.
Right.
Not always the godly thing.
Right.
For most of the church, that's not actually the godly thing to do.
Yeah.
Like it's a good thing for the other people that God gives gifts elsewhere.
Right.
To use it,
Yeah, I think that would be like me if anything, like if it was taken away from me and stuff like that, and if I had a choice to be able to serve the church
Yeah.
more. You know what I mean? And the only reason I don't is because these obligations, which is obligations that God put in place for me.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And for me to just say, you know what, I'm gonna go serve the church, and run away from my obligations as a dad, as a
Mhm.
husband. You know what I mean?
Right.
That I don't think that would be right. You know
Because
what I
even in the church, you don't get past the responsibilities of dads to leave an inheritance for your kids.
mean?
It's still a thing, still a
Right,
good thing
right,
to do.
right,
But you got to do that. You
right.
got to do that's extra work.
Yeah, yeah, and that's why I keep going. Yeah, make sure we can leave something for you guys.
Right.
Mm. And I think sometimes even like for me, I think like for me and mom is we know where our parents were, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and we can do, and they did everything that they could for us, right? And then we in our time and everything that they gave us, because they gave us their heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we do the same and try to improve on whatever else it is, yeah, because all of that stuff makes it a little easier for you guys to continue to do better and help your kids get ahead, yeah? Because for us guys, where we came from, wasn't easy, like a lot of people who really know who we are and where we came from, they look up to stuff like that, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because they knew where you came from and knew, like today thinking about craving for Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know what I mean? When we were younger, man, Kentucky Fried Chicken was, you know what I mean? We just waited for Uncle them to come over to buy Kentucky
Yeah.
Fried Chicken. You know what I mean? Because we wouldn't have it, right?
I remember you used to tell me it was finger licking good, but you'd have to lick other people's
Yes, sir.
fingers.
We were so poor, we have to go lick everybody else's fingers. Yeah.
Mhm. And it's not like you don't think of it like it's not like we've arrived, but it's
Yeah.
always one
No.
generation build on the next
Yeah.
generation,
Yeah.
build on the
Yeah.
next
And
generation.
hope you can improve.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And even if it doesn't, but you're trying your
Mm-hmm.
best to do all you can do. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? That's all you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, because there's so many things that I see that we could have done, done better, and that's the kind of stuff that I'm thinking. Like I always tell, like Cameron, right? Young, all the opportunities that you guys have, with the internet and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So many opportunities there that we don't take advantage of. You know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
right? But there are opportunities that are there that you guys can take advantage of and make something, right? One of the kids that worked with us, he said he wished he could retire. I said, dude, you just started. You
Oh
know what I mean?
boy.
But it's like, you know what? It's a good thing that you say that because if you want to know how your future is going to look like, look at us. You know what I mean, right? And he thinks that we doing so well, right? But he doesn't know the struggles that we still go through and continue to struggle through, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he doesn't have much, right? Just got married, or they're going to just get married. They're going to get married, I think. But you know, already already going into debt, and then he's actually looking for a new truck. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I said, dude, why are you doing that? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't fit with your goals.
Yeah, it doesn't fit with your goals. You're saying you want something, but then you go ahead and you do something else. Remember our 240 SX? Man, we rode that thing to. Yeah, we used to have to take Chris or Creighton with us because my seat would always fall back. Man, but I would never go and buy a new car. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anywho's, man, we're gonna end this session right here. Hopefully we can do this thing, get this video out real quick, and then just shout out to brother Stan out there. Thank you much mahalo for the cigars, man. I really appreciate it.
Especially in
Um,
this economy.
yeah, exactly. With price of gas is right, man. Sam's Club, not too bad. 479, 469, I think. Yesterday when I went to fill up, You know, I was putting in gas and it was like $5 already.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Anyway,
I got with the gas prices before the gas prices went up. I got rid of my Prius. Oh no, I wish I had my Prius. Very unfortunate.
yeah,
Yeah. Also, the video quality. We don't have our lights up. We haven't had our lights up for a long time because our setup is different. But we'll
yeah,
try to put videos out
yeah,
as long as it gets sound.
yeah.
Because
As
the
long as it's out.
last time we never have sound.
And some good cigars. Always get good cigars, man. You know that the one we're supposed to do, the Ramon Ayones, I think it's Ayones, Alones or whatever it is. Anyway, I think John had told me that they're not as expensive as something like this, but you know, according to Stan, you know, I called him during one of the breaks. And he said that that's like one of the better cigars for him, and I believe him. You know, if it's like a $30 stick or whatever it is, I believe that it could be just as good, or if not better than some of these big dollar cigars. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, this is a great cigar, man. If you notice, I'm gonna be pitching this thing through, smoking them all the way to the bone. Okay, so we see you guys later, man. Aloha and shaka shaka.